You can build a massively successful business, but it has to be aligned with who you are, what you want to do, what you're most passionate about. I spent over 35 years in the C-suite in companies like IBM and Hewlett-Packard, and I worked for a lot of executives. I watched them walk around the office like complete zombies, getting on a plane, meetings back to back without any breaks, constantly pushing, constantly hustling, but they were not happy. They were miserable. They needed someone to really help them break through the noise and understand what it was they needed to do. Now, if you think about it, an executive should know how to maintain their calendar, right? They should know how to handle their email. They should know how to track their to-dos. No, they don't. They don't have a clue where to start. That's where I came in, and I really loved that role. I loved being able to help someone who had a very chaotic world and be able to work with them enough to really identify their top priorities, the must-dos, the would-be nice to-dos, and take all those things and put them into a system that works for them. Now, when I say a system, I'm talking about what I consider the trifecta of any business. It's your email, it's your calendar, and it's your to-do list. You don't really need much more, especially if you're just getting started. You need to nail these 3 principles, this foundational element of your business. Think about your email. Most people consider it just a landing zone. Everything just gets dumped in there, and you hope that you can find what you're looking for. You really don't spend any time organizing it. It's really just a daily overwhelm, but it doesn't have to be that way. If you have someone to teach you how to manage it or to manage it for you, you could wake up every morning like my executive, Ben, who says, "Hey, Sue, what am I doing today?" "Oh, Ben, you have a presentation at 2 o'clock, which I've prepared some backup for you. And then you're going to go out to lunch, and then you're going to send out some status reports." "Oh, okay, thanks." He does not have time to think about what he's going to do day to day. He needs someone like me to help him understand the big picture, his most important goals, and then steering him towards those goals every single day. So when I think about translating those skills to a solopreneur or a coach, it's the same thing. The world is a lot smaller. It's not so hierarchied, right? There's not as many politics. It's easier to break through that noise. So this is something I'm very passionate about doing. I do consider the email, the calendar, and the to-do list as the foundational elements that have to be nailed down in order for the rest of the business to grow. I can give you a ton of examples of why this is important, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to let you know that that's what I do. I help you break through the noise. I help you identify what your goals are, when we're going to achieve them, and the steps that we're going to take to achieve those goals. Once you let me into your world and I can see what you have in the inbox, what's on your calendar, we can start talking about if these things are the best use of your time, where we need to lean in, where we need to drop things, and how we're going to get you at the end of the day to your goal state, because that's the whole purpose, right? So if you're interested in having someone support you through all this, not only the work, but the mental support, taking the overwhelm and getting rid of it, not walking around like a zombie, feeling like you're working 24/7, but you're actually building a business that works for your life, right? So if you're looking for that type of balance, I'm happy to have a discovery call with you and tell you more about my process. And you will walk away from that discovery call with some great tips, some brainstorming, some ideas you may not have thought of. And from there, we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. So hit me up in the DMs if this sounds like something that resonates with you. I hope you have a beautiful week.